So hello and welcome to another episode of Old Bloke Gaming. Today I'm just doing the Alice daily. I got a whole bunch of stuff to kill today. Argonauts and Tripudians and yeah, all kinds. So yeah, we've got loads to do. It's going to take me a while, so I thought I'd just have a chat with you guys whilst I played. Actually, one of the things I haven't done is I haven't put on the loot nanny since I got back from my vacation. So I probably should get that back up and running. I don't think there's anything particularly wrong with it. Just I'm switching guns a lot at the moment, and switching guns and using a loot track is an absolute pain in the ass. And a lot of the stuff I'm doing is all this low level stuff as well. So I kind of don't feel the urge as much to track it because it's taken so long to burn through ammo anyway. Um, so anyway, I guess what have I been up to this week so far? So I've been checking for dailies. I haven't got lucky this week, as last week I got a couple of bonus dailies, so that was good. Um, this week I haven't, but I have been doing the Alice quest, and I've got a couple of pills this week. I got said in the other one I got a Devastim 15, an AccuStim 15. I actually got a Hyperstim 10 yesterday. So I mean, it's all it's all useful. It's all pills. It's all useful towards the efficiency. Um, and what I also wanted to do was, just remind everybody that this week is um, Black Friday week. Oh, my mouse just died. That's not good. So this week is Black Friday week. So if you are thinking of depoting, maybe just wait and see if they do anything for Black Friday. Last year they did a discount. Um, it wasn't a huge saving, but again, I guess they can't really do too much of a huge saving because they'd mess with the economy too much. But it was a saving nonetheless. Oh, we got the big dude. Where's the big dude? There he is. I'll throw my big gun on to take this guy. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. So look out for that. As I said, if I do see any good deals for Black Friday, I will be jumping on here and letting everybody know. Um, I said last year I did partake. I did get the savings. Wasn't overly impressed, but any slight benefit is a benefit, I guess. So what else? So obviously I'm not American, so Thanksgiving isn't actually a thing for me. But the football on Thanksgiving is. So I will probably be watching a couple of games over the next few days and enjoying the football. As I've said many times to you guys, I'm a huge fan of American football. Even though I'm a Brit, I coach American football here in Japan to junior high school kids and also to elementary school kids, flag for elementary school, and then full contact. Well, it's touch football. It's not full tackling at junior high, um, but it's good nonetheless. So in the game, I've actually met a couple of maybe two or three new players over the last few days, just hanging out in Icarus, approaching people who look like they're playing the game just to see if they're interested in talking. I find it fascinating that you know players. I I come from the old. I come from the old school era. Yeah, sorry, era of MMORPGs where you actually did stuff together as a guild. And so you kind of lived or died by the people you played with. These days, a lot of people, even when they're playing MMOs, play solo. Um, Even myself, I'm guilty of it. Last time I was playing Warcraft, I basically played solo. And you can now. They've got your group finder and all these kind of different things, which really do allow you to play a lot of these games solo these days. But for Entropia, I mean, you really do live or die by the people you know, the community that you talk to, you know, the people you can lean on to get advice. And so I really do. If you're watching this, if you're watching this video, and you know, talk to people in game. Most people in this game are friendly and not out to scam you. Um, Now, don't get me wrong. Maybe they'll make a little bit of money out of you if they can, but you know, it's they're not. Nobody's really going to scam you because nobody wants a bad reputation. Um, so, but you know, just talk to people, get to know people, find out where they go hunting. Oh, I've finished the Vericycles. Why am I still killing them? Duh. You know, find out where they go hunting, what they hunt. You know, when they're doing, you know, as a new player, what's their advice to a new player? Because everybody has a different take on it, and there's no real right or wrong answers on anything. I mean, I have my thoughts on what a new player should do to get into the game and to try and get to a vague point of, you know, being able to play the game. If you're free to play, obviously it's going to include some sweating. It's just pretty much unavoidable unless you really focus only on trading and hunting when you have cash. Um, but yeah, I mean, everybody's got their own thoughts and ideas, and different people have been successful in different ways. You know, I remember there was one lad who, somewhere in Southeast Asia, he was playing in, and he was my disciple. And I kid you not, he deposited nothing, and he would keep coming to me saying, "Oh, I've got all this loot. Can you buy it off me?" And he I don't know how he was doing it, but he was hustling, man. I mean, he was hustling, buying and selling. You know, really, really working hard. I guess he must have been in this new play area and just basically buying whatever anybody was selling and then just trying to sell it for a little bit more and just keeping going. And then he'd buy something, you know, a little bit more valuable. And oh, this mouse, I gotta find a battery, I think. If it goes again, I'll pause it and go find a battery. And you know, he was just buying stuff and then selling it at a margin, and you know, he did incredibly well, incredibly well. I mean, when I say incredibly well, I mean he probably made $50, but when you're, you know, a couple of months into the game, making $50 is pretty good. Now, personally, I don't have the patience for all of the buying and selling, so you know, I'm definitely not as efficient as you know, a lot of people. I'm trying to go the hunting efficiency route, but that means you've really got to know what you're hunting, what markups are in the you know, are out there, and actually at the moment there's not a whole lot. The economy is, you know, it's a little bit stale. I haven't seen anybody, you know, a lot of the buying in here is, when I say in here, in the Cali trade, but a lot of the buying in the Cali trade is the same people selling the same things, and I'm not seeing a lot of stuff moving. Um, but I have sold, I mean, I did sell from all the boxes I pulled. I sold most of the amps that I pulled. I've sold most of them now, and you know, got those back. I did sell a couple of my shares. I did notice the shares have really gone down recently. So what are we at the minute? 27.9. So I mean, they're kind of affordable at the moment. Um, you know, if you've got some spare, again, I would recommend, if you have spare money and time, that you go into the buying and selling market. But if you don't have so much time, get some shares, because at least it's some guaranteed income every week. Again, you have to have a fair amount in to make it worth it, but yeah, I get a bit each week. I like 16, 17 repaired this week. So the other thing I've been doing recently is I've been thinking about, you know, we're in November now, and obviously we're coming up on Christmas. We're coming up on the end of the year, and I got to start thinking about, you know, 2026 and what 2026 is going to be for me. What are going to be my main goals for 26? Now, I still think the crit damage armor from Cyrene is one of my primary goals for next year. If I can get a chunk of the way towards successfully getting that. But I'm going to have a think about it, and then I will do, probably very early in the new year, I will do a goals for the year video. I was trying to find, I'm sure I did talk about my goals for the year, but I didn't call it goals for the year video, and so therefore I couldn't find it when I was trying to look for it earlier. Because I was going to look back at my goals and see how I've actually done. But I am pretty sure one of the things I did say I wanted to do was get land, like an apartment, and open a store. And that's one thing that I've been able to do this year. It was expensive. It cost me my ring, and unfortunately I can't get my rings back. So this guy is running in front of me, killing the same things as me. So, come on, dude. Anyway, I'll go back this way. I need quite a few of these. That's the problem. They're a pain because they're only level 1. But anyway, we'll run back this way. There's a dude down there hunting them as well. What are we doing? So what I'm going to do is I'm doing a new video, but then I was actually thinking, it's like, so a lot of my new player series now is 8 months old, and people are not looking at that content anymore. Even if I point people at content, they're not really going back and looking at some of the earlier stuff. And actually the earlier stuff is some of the most useful stuff, because a lot of it is the, you know, what you do right when you start the game. So I was wondering, what do we think the best way forward for the new player content should be? You know, should I be looking at re-recording a bunch of it? Should I be looking at a new way of getting people to view it? So maybe creating a website, or, oh man, there's a lot of people hunting around here. This is not good. Maybe I'll come back later. I'm almost there, that's the problem, but there's just a lot of people here hunting. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go do the Argos, because that's a chunk of time. I usually do the whole cave. So I'll go over there and do the cave and then come back. Absolutely bust up. Let me just repair this guy's ship. Where is he? Alright, anyway, he's sorted. So yeah, I'll go across to the Argo cave. I actually had some luck in the Argo cave recently. I've had some decent returns. Although, again, I've not been tracking. I need to get Loot Nanny back up so that I'm tracking more accurately. Because again, when you're not tracking in a loot tracker, you're depending on your emotional feel. So you're not really sure whether you're getting the returns or not. Oh, I recolored my ship, by the way. I colored it blue. I'm just using some paints. That looks alright. Yeah, it looks all right. Um, yeah, I was trying to burn through some paints the other day, so I coloured it blue. Um, by the way, if you do colouring, which again you can get the device for like 30 wool in Next Island, so it's almost free. Um, the Yeah, basically when you do coloring, you quite often get your cash back in pads. So if I use 6 pads worth of paint, I actually get close to 6 pads back in cash. Plus there's some chance of skills, of course. So it is worth sometimes doing the just coloring up, trying to up your skill a little bit. What am I at the minute? Coloring is in here, is it? Nope. Miscellaneous. Yeah, cholera level 3. Ugh. Yeah, I need to get that up because I can't use most of the paints. That's the problem. So I probably need to pop a pill and do some coloring. I don't think I got any gains when I colored this in, but anyway. Oops. Right, we'll go jogging over here, grab this quest, and then go to the cave. I can at least try. So yeah, doing this cave, I will complete the Argo quest. It's actually much more. There's many more Argos to kill than you need to complete this. After the first like 4 or 5, you're done. So yeah, you don't really need to worry about it. It is interesting that they took the time to change the look of the Argos. It's like, really, was that important to you? They look that ugly. And basically just give them a kind of broader grin and a few bit more hair. I didn't really see that much of a difference, to be quite honest with you. Um, that was another thing. I saw there's the news that they're going to be increasing the tier increase rate over this weekend. I guess because it's a holiday weekend, they're doing something again, trying to get people to log in and play. Um, Now for tiering, I have maybe, you know again, one of the things that maybe you're not necessarily aware of is when you tier up a weapon, you actually get the ped back from the materials that you used to tier up. So you're actually only losing any markup. So if you've hunted all of the loot yourself for the upgrade, then actually it's not costing you anything to tier up items. Now, what I have seen and heard is some items are super expensive to tier up. So the Frontier, so for example, if I go to the tier upgrade on the Frontier, it's like 11,000 ingots, 6,000 Melchi crystals, 2,000 tier 1 components. I think in all this is damn expensive. But there are certain, there are other items that aren't that expensive. Was it my Yeah, this. So I've got most of these at tier 1 point something. Yeah. I think most of these I've kind of tipped over the edge to 3 to take them to 4 next. But these ones. So for example, this ghost armor. Whoops, I just close that. So this ghost armor, to tier upgrade this, is, it's only 13 ingots, 11 thing, 21 tier 2 components. That's absolutely reasonable. So that's why when I was looking at the price for the Frontier, it's like, I mean, as I said, you get it back, so you're only losing the markup, but Gordon Bennett is expensive to actually just collect the materials to bloom and do it in the first place. Um, anyway, I haven't decided whether I'm going to bother with it yet. It, it does make sense if you're doing something like throwing accuracy enhancers on it, or something like that to improve the efficiency. I'm not sure I would do it to improve the damage of a gun that small. For a gun this size, increasing the damage actually does make a difference. Um, you know, if I put all 9 damage enhancers on this, it significantly increases the damage of this gun. But the base damage is already like, what was it, 43 or something DPS. But it does significantly increase the damage. But if you're only increasing an already quite small damage gun, you're only increasing it by a percentage, you're probably better off just going and getting a slightly better gun. As I say, for the Frontier, I'd actually go and just go hunt myself with the Frontier, go hunt myself a few Sunjocks and get myself some Maludes. But again, some people do tear them up. The other thing is you can't sell that Frontier rifle, so tearing it up doesn't really help you in the long term. Whereas obviously, a gun like the ISIS that I'm using now, getting that to tier 10 does increase the resale value. I was recently, I think I bought a Zora for like 3k, tiered it from like tier 1 to tier 3, and then sold it for like 330 or something, 3,300 or something. I can't remember the exact numbers. But that you can buy, tier up a little bit and sell at a bit of a profit, especially if you're farming some of the materials yourself. It can be a reasonable way of making a little bit of extra money whilst using a gun that you would be using anyway, and if it's tearing up anyway, you may as well be getting that extra bonus from it. So it's worth doing. I'm just not sure on the Frontier because it's so expensive, and it's not going to, you're never going to get your money back on it. You're not going to be able to sell it. So I don't know. I probably will not be doing it. Not unless I get a whole bunch of materials that I just have spare and kicking around and I want to convert them into PED. That's the only time I would really do it. So I will just hold for a bit. I'm going to continue pushing through this dungeon, and then I will get back to you in a bit for a wrap up. So I'm just running back now. By the way, there are exactly 50 Argos in that cave. So if you do get the level 2 Argo daily, and you can do that cave, which is not the easiest. You can't do it as a brand new player with the new guns. You just can't do it. But if you do it, you can basically get the daily, go do the Argo quest once. Then when the Argo quest refreshes the following day, you grab the day. Basically, you can do it again, get twice the... Oh, did somebody just land? Somebody else just dropped their ship at exactly the same time as me. Wonderful. But anyway, yeah, you can... basically, you can do 2 times the cave, get your daily, and then refreshing and go get a new daily. So if I get the Argo daily, I do that one. I also do the primordial longu ones, just because I actually kind of like killing those things. They're easy to kill at range with my weapon, so I do hunt them anyway sometimes. So yep, I'm just going to fly back to Port Atlantis, then go back to Alice's Gaff. Oh, where's it gone? Hammer of Vengeance. Oh, is it there? I just unclick it. Oh, there we go. So yeah, I'll do that. It looks like I've got some things. So attribute, definitely take the stamina. And what went up? Was it Argos? No, it was Droka. When did that go up? I haven't killed any yet. Oh, I did. add the fight. Yeah, I mean, always usually chuck it into anatomy and perception and alertness. Just turn around here, head into Port Atlantis. And then we will be good to go. I really want to. What's the Christmas ring 2019? Okay, so I've got auto loot 17k. I wouldn't pay that for that. I really want my Halloween ring back. That was a miss, but I mean it wasn't, because at the time it allowed me to get the apartment and the shopkeeper pads, which I really wanted. So is what it is. Got to make decisions. Got to make calls. At least I got the right hand crit ring back relatively quickly. Anyway, let's go see if we can finish off these Cortagerous Punies, or quad. I don't know what they're called. I am going to just chuck on this gun again, though. I'm trying to burn through some of these guns. They're high efficiency, so I mean they're never a bad gun to use anyway for low level mobs. But yeah, I'm just trying to burn through a few of the guns that I've got in my backpack, because I got a lot of backpack space I need to free up, to be honest. Oh man, there's still loads of people here. Has anybody come on since I was down at gold? Huh. Wow, I haven't seen him for ages. So okay, nice. I should hunt. I should definitely hunt. Let me reach out to him. Anyway, let me reach out to him. I'll be back. So yeah, it was great there, just catching up with one of my disciples. I've been helping out a bit. They've been out of game for a while, so it's nice to see them come back. Always awesome to see people come back. Actually, I not been to Setish, so I might have to take him over there later. I'm nearly done. Oh, I am done. There we go. I've done the last Tripudian. They rip through these when you don't have two sets of them to do. So let me just head back up here. And let's go talk to Alice and see if we get lucky. I say I'm not expecting it, because I've been pretty lucky recently. But let's go see. And yeah, let's go see what we can see. Oh, it's pretty busy up here. Is it? It might be. Yeah, it might be time for Luke. So I usually, if somebody's wearing the yellows, I do try and check out whether they're got a disciple status, but also there we go, Luke's there, so that's why things are kicking off. Right, what do we got? Universal frag, universal. No pills today. Oh well, no worries. Actually, what's this dude? What's Joanna selling today, or collecting today? I know. Yes. You need. It's like, well, don't you know? 2,000 animal eye oil. Yes, interested. Did not know that. Ugh, come on. I gave it to you yesterday. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Come on. I'm saying yes to give me the bloody order. Oh, you stupid. Come on, Bennett. Come on. Do I even have 2,000 animal oil? I think I do. Yes! Oh, the AI, come on. Blooming artificial unintelligence. Come on. How hard is this? Thank you. Bloody hell. It'd be funny if I didn't actually have it now. Dude. Shrek's in pants. Doesn't have a disciple, so let's see if he's okay. Who's this dude? He's probably sorted. Oh, he's in yellows. I bothers me when I see people in yellows. Anyway, 2,000. Animal oil. I mean, I got 440 there, so I should have enough. Yeah, there we go. Let's go back and talk to her and hopefully hand it in. There we go. So hand in 2,000 eye oil. Wonder if this works okay. Come on, give me 101. Claim reward. Just 101. Wonderful. That's it. Nothing else. I mean, I guess it's some universal ammo. Let's check that there. Alright, so we are gonna leave it there. That's just the daily grind. I will catch you in another video soon. Please, I'm going to try something new with the thing. Please, if you like what you see, please watch videos over here. Subscribe up here, something like that. But anyway, I'll be giving that a try later on. I was watching a thing about how to improve engagement. But yeah, please leave comments down below. And I will see you in another video soon. Have a great one. Bye bye.